Hi, welcome to Auntie Net's Crochet. Today we're going to make a checker box bag. This is just a simple checker box bag with Tunisian stitch. And before we start, I hope you don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any comment, you can write it down if you have anything you want to ask. And the pattern will be written on my blog and the link will be in the description box. So this is how it looked like. I used two different colors. You can actually, once I teach you how to make the pattern, you can actually make it bigger or smaller. This is quite big. If you want, you can actually just here, like a pouch. From here to here, you just count how many boxes you need. The back, I make a V shape and I add accessory. If you do not want to add accessory, you can actually hold your bag like this. See, I add a V shape, but I do not have any lining inside. It's just a plain bag. I use nylon yarn, nylon thread to do this. Alright, so this is how it looks like. Okay, so now we can start. These are all Tunisian stitch. All you need is some nylon thread. Today I'm using golden yellow and gray. And I'm using 3mm hook. For this stitch, each box here, we need about 11 stitches. So from here will be 6 and here will be 5. So all in 11. So if I plan to do a 3 box, I mean the starting here, the base, if I just plan to do 3 box, that will be 3 times 11 plus 1 means 33 plus 1, 34. So you start with chain 34. But here I did 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if 5 means 5 times 11 plus 1. So we start with this. The numbers of chain you make will determine how long is this gonna be. So remember, one box is 11 chain. You need 11 chain to make one box. So if you're gonna make 4, will be 4 times 11 plus 1. So now I'm making 5. So it's gonna be 5 times 11 plus 1. Okay, I'm gonna start. Up to you, you can start with the whichever color you like. Okay, so now this time I'm gonna start with gray. The previous one I started with gold. This is the starting point. I started with gold, now I'm gonna start with gray. Okay, let's start. I'm gonna make a chain. I'm gonna make a hook. These are nylon yarn, so it's quite tough and you can't work fast with this. Actually, this pattern, beside nylon yarn, you can actually use cotton yarn, 5-ply cotton yarn or 7-ply cotton yarn. But 5-ply, I mean, if you use cotton yarn, that it will not come out as firm as this, so you're gonna make a smaller pouch. It's best that you make into a smaller pouch if you're using cotton yarn. Okay, I decided to make a smaller bag. So now I did a chain of 45. Means I'm gonna make 4 boxes. It's up to you. So long you remember each box is 11 stitches plus 1. So now I'm gonna make 4 boxes at the base, as the base. So it's gonna be 4 times 11 plus 1. So I did 45 chain here. There's a 45 chain here. So normally for Tunisian stitch, they'll ask you to turn it over and see the bump here. You put through the bump. But for this bag, I find that it doesn't really make much of a difference. So I'll just crochet like the normal stitch here, not using the bump here. You can use the bump here, or you can just use the front here. Later you will know why. Okay, now we're gonna start. So I did 44 plus 1. Okay, so now the second one from the hook. This is the first, this is the second, always the second one. So we're gonna put in the second one, yarn over, leave it there, yarn over, leave it there, yarn over, leave it there, yarn over, leave it there. You make sure you have 6. This 6 will make the first box. You should have 7 on the hook, but you should put through 6. Why? Because the first one do not count. Okay, so now 2, 2, 4, 6, 7. You have 7 thread on the hook. Because the first one do not count, so actually we did 6. Now yarn over, you put through 2, then you yarn over, you pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Because this is nylon yarn, nylon thread is not that easy to work with. Unless if you're using cotton yarn, then it'll be quite fast. Okay, I hope you can see here. So now for row 2, we're going to use all this vertical line. The first line do not count. We start from the second one. The second one, put through, yarn over, and hold it. You make sure you do not pull too tight because this is nylon. Even if you're working with cotton yarn, do not pull too tight. If it's too tight, later on you won't be able to hook it. The yarn won't go through. Okay, now third. The fourth. The first one do not count because this is the one we put through. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now one more. 5. After the fifth one, go through here, the chain, the first chain here. Remember, this one is taken. This one is already taken. Go to the next one. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and 2, and 2, all the way 2. Okay, once you have that, do the same thing. All in, we're gonna have 5 rows. See, we have 6 here. The first one do not count, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 6th one is always the one from here. Remember, do not pull too tight. And again, this is row 3 actually. 1, 2, 3. So we need 5 rows. And make sure every one of these are about almost the same height. If it's too tight, then you won't be able to yarn, or you won't be able to put through your yarn. Okay, 6, and the last one here. One, 2, 3, 4, and now the last row. Two, 4, 6. The last one is from here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see that? Okay, now we have 5 rows. The last row, we're going to do a slip stitch. Same thing, enter here. Instead of hold it onto the hook, we do a slip stitch. This is the time when you should not pull too hard. Don't pull too tight. Slip stitch all the way. This is the 4th one. The 5th one go through here, this chain here. And slip stitch. This is 1. Okay, now we do the 2nd one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We put through 6 chain, but actually on the hook we have 7. Okay, we put through 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one does not count, so all in we're going to have 7 on the chain. And the same thing, we're going to put through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, And you continue to do this until the end. There won't be any balance in the end. Remember, once you are here, you have 5. This one does not count, so we put through 5. The 6th one is always from this side. Okay, you continue and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so now this is how it looks like. You will have the exact number of stitches and there won't be any balance here. This is how it looks like. This is where we started and this is also where we end. You pull it tight and later on you hide it here, sew it here and hide it here. So now we're gonna change color. This is the base, this is the starting point. Actually it's gonna look like this. This is the base of the bag here, the orange, the golden color part here. See? So now we're gonna do this part all around. We're gonna do this part all around. Okay, now you make sure which is the front part and which is the back. The one with the stripe, this is the front, this is the back. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna change color here at this point. Okay, you get ready. The other color, put through here. Here you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And the 6th is always on the next block, next box. So all in, it's always 6 plus this one will be 7 on the hook. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. This does not count, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th one is here, the connection, the middle part where the 2 boxes connect. Okay, so on your hook you're gonna get 2, 4, 6, 7. It's always 7. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, 2 and 2, all the way 2. Okay, and same like just now. On the vertical line you insert, yarn over, leave it on the hook, this does not count, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th one we're gonna do here, slowly building up. This is row 2. So now we're going to go to row 3. All in you need 5 rows. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This does not count, and the 6 is over this side. So now we're going to row 4. Always count your stitches every row. So this does not count. 2, 4, 5. So the 6th one is over this side. Okay, this is row 5 now. Two, 4, 5, 6 will be here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the last row is always a slip stitch. One, two, three, 4, 5, and the 6th slip stitch is always here. This is the 6th slip stitch. So here we're gonna build another box. One, two, three, 4, 5. You notice 5 is always here and the 6 is at the join. here. 6. Remember, the first one do not count, so from here until the end you're gonna have 5, and the 6 should be on the next box. Two, 4, 5. There's only 5. This one does not count. It goes to the gray color. This one is not. Okay, you continue, and I'll come back to you at the end to show you how to connect to the far end and make it into a corner. Okay, I've reached the end here, the last box. Previously, when we do this box, we connect it to this one, and when we are doing this box, we're going to connect it here. So now we're going to do one here, we're going to connect it here. We start here and connect it here. This one does not count, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th one is here. We're gonna connect to the sides here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This does not count, so the 6th one here. This won't be easy if you're working with nylon. If it's cotton, then it'll be easier to hold it, to turn it. Again, 1, 2, because we still have to make 5 rows. This is only row 3. Two, 4, 5, and the 6th one will be here. turn this way, make it face this way. This is row 3. Now we're going to do row 4. Make sure you count your stitches all the time. 2, 4, 5 plus this one 6. So connect. One, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do row 5. This does not count. 2, 4, 5. So the 6th one would be here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th. So now we're going to do the slip stitch. And this last slip stitch should be here. So this one you can turn it outward. Now the slip stitch, the last slip stitch. Oops, I did it too tight the first time round. Okay, so this is how we're gonna look like. So from here, we continue. You do not have to change color or cut your yarn, you just continue here. And once you come to this end, this last one, do the same again. So here we make one box, and this box we're gonna connect here. So as when you're building this box here, you're gonna connect here, here, here. So he'll roll up like this. So actually the bottom part here will look like this. So this actually look like this. So now we continue to build the boxes. Make sure you have 7 on your hook. 2, 4, 6, 7. as you're building the box, don't forget to connect it to over this side. I'll meet you at the end when I'm going to change color. Okay, I've completed row 2. It will going to look like this. This is the base, the bottom of the bag. So now we're going to do the second color. The edge, the ending part looks like this. You can actually start from here or here or here, whichever, because you're going to connect one round, so it doesn't really matter, unless if this is your last round. Okay, I want to start from here. One, two, three, four, 5. This is the first one. So all in, you're gonna have 7 stitches, 7 yarn, 7 thread on your hook, but you actually put through 6. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we put through 5, and the 6th one is here. Put through 2, 2, 2, all the way. One, even though you see 2 here, but actually this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make sure you connect here. Continue to build your boxes here all around, and you end back here. You can do as many rows as you want. I'll come back once I reach the top. Okay, now this is the size that I want. Let's say this is the size that you want. We're gonna end it to flatten the top here. I'll show you how to end it here. Start from here. If you have not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, because it's gonna mean a lot to me. Okay, here it's just like building the block the normal way. Tunisian stitch. Still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like the usual. This doesn't really count, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one connect to this block, this square. oops, sorry, yarn over, put through 2, put through 2, put through 2 and 2 and 2 all the way. And now if we were to build another box, it's gonna come up this shape, like a V shape. So now here we do not want the V shape, we want it to flatten. So the first one here, we do a slip stitch before we start. So it's like minus off one box. Then we start. Put through 2, put through 2, put through 2 and 2 and 2. And remember, when you start the first one, we do a slip stitch. And we start. Slip stitch, then start. Then the usual Tunisian stitch. See, it's reducing. Do a slip stitch. Oops. And we do a slip stitch, and don't forget, we always do one slip stitch here on the next box. So can you see? Instead of becoming a V shape here, it has become flat. So you continue to build all around and you get all flat. The whole place flat. And you can either add a zip here or you can make a flat. Like this one, the first one I did, it's quite big. So I made a V shape here. So this is how it looked like. So with this, I add this flap. So when I did this all the way until here, once I did here I didn't do the slip stitch thing. I build like a normal box. So that's why here on the flat part, the cover, the top part, I continue to build. So you get a V shape. And this is the cover. Now I'm showing you, I'm making it into a pouch without the V shape thing. Maybe I'm gonna make the top flap using only single crochet. Once I reach there, I'll show you. Okay, this is how it looked like. I've did it all around. So this is how it would look like if you didn't do the other V shape. If you're gonna do the V shape, like here, like this, if you plan to do this, just remember when you did this until here, you do not do the slip stitch thing, you build another box. As you build this 4 box, you can continue to build more on top. That's how I get the V shape. So now for this, if you're gonna put a zip here or a pop or a button, this is not enough, because this one, at least I have this to cover up. Here it's best you do 3 rows of single crochet all around. Then you can decide whether you want to put the zip or make a small flap. I'll come back to you once I've done the 3 rows of single crochet. Okay, so this is how the smaller bag will look like. So I'm not going to add a zip here, so that's why I'm going to make a small flap here. I'm going to get some accessories, a buckle or something to hold it down. And this is how the bigger version look like, and this is the smaller one. And this is the back. This is with the V shape, and this is with the flap. I hope you like this, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.